Welcome back to my 400 game digital Switch collection. This is letters D through F, so we're just going to jump right into it. Daemon X Machina prototype missions. Again, I actually ended up downloading all of the little demos and quirky things just to kind of show you guys my path on Switch ownership. I'm not counting all of these as games. If you count the crappy games, the little demos, it's probably like 500 or 600. It's not, yeah. So those, I'm just showing those just to, so if my final count is like 490 when you've counted it in all these videos, it's because of these extra, extra demos and stuff. Daggerhood, which I have no idea what that is. Dark Souls Remastered. Now, this game is definitely something is not for the faint of heart. Although after playing Elden Ring, I was able to go back to this game and do pretty well. I would say it's not as hard as Elden Ring, but it's good. Dark Souls Remastered network test. They did actually have a network test for this game, too. So as you can see, I participated in the network test and then bought the game at some point. I got it for $20, I think. I wouldn't pay more than that, just as an opinion, Don't flame me in the comments, from software people. I'm just saying, I think $20 is the right price. Darksiders War Master Edition, again, $20 is probably a good price for this game. It's a little bit like, it's an old school 360 era game, so it's, 360 era graphics. It runs at a really nice 60 FPS, which was what sort of was an appeal to me in the first place for buying it. I was just I was in this phase where I was buying, and I still kind of in that phase, I guess, of buying every 60 FPS Switch game. So this was just one of those that was 60 FPS. I didn't play it much. Darts Up, excuse me, cool little dart game. I mean, you can't go wrong with a dart game. It's not good, though. It was like 99 cents. Don't pay more. Dauntless. I believe this is the Monster Hunter clone. Like, we don't have enough Monster Hunter games on the Switch. There's hundreds of hours of Monster Hunter to play on the Switch. Skip that. Dawn of Survivors. Again, I don't remember what this is. I think it's like a zombie mobile-ish kind of game. DC Universe Online we will jump into, though. Now, I have featured this game on the channel. Now, DC Universe Online is an MMORPG. It doesn't have cloud saves, by the way. It's weird that they make you do that every time. It's account-based. So you set up an account, and you don't mess with that cloud system. I don't know why they haven't fixed that. But this is actually one of my more popular reviews of this game. I did a port review of DC Universe Online that was extremely popular. And just kept getting views because people are curious about this game. And they should be. It's an excellent game. Probably, I put it in my top 5 ports, which I got to give the rest of those. I only did the one. But I have 4 other ports that I will reveal that are my favorites. But that was definitely up there. The DC Universe Online is my 5th favorite port. It's a good port. It's the best, to me, the best MMO RPG that's on the Switch. Warframe is good, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't quite, there's some load time there, but you can see it's got the cool graphics, the hand-drawn comic book style art. Look, I push this game whenever I can. It's always on my Switch, as you notice. I will 100% say this game is always on my Switch. The reason that this is always on my Switch is because sometimes I get a craving for an MMO and I don't want to fire up the computer and I just want something I can hold in my hand and fall asleep playing a great MMO, and so this is what I play. I don't play it much. You'll see I'm not even max level. Ooh. Poison Ivy for springtime. That's cool. Poison Ivy is back to wreak havoc on the people of Gotham City. The springtime event returns with new base items. Ooh. Feats and styles. Collect seed pods and visit the Giving Tree or the Misgiving Tree. and the House of Legends for the latest spring items. Well, how cool is that? So this is an example, and that's why I think it's one of the better MMOs. They're actively, as you can see, this is an event. This is not a an event that happens in game every year automatically. It's not a single player game. This has to be set up. I've never even seen this event before, and I played this game for years, so this is a new event. So I can't recommend DC Universe Online enough for the Switch. If you haven't gotten this yet, I mean, it's absolutely free. And, you know, they have some stuff you can buy. Ooh. 50 seed pods. Okay. And there's just so much content. As you can see, there's a lot of loading screens, too. But honestly, when you're in handheld mode, just relaxing in your bed, maybe watching TV, this does not bother you. Oh, no, I have a load screen. I have to watch Netflix, you know. But it's like when you're trying to do a video, you're like, come on, man. Honestly, the only time I ever notice load screens, swear to you, only time I ever notice load screens is during a video. I'm like, man, this is taking forever. If I'm just chilling, I generally don't notice them. I like to play on my Series X because that doesn't have any load screens, basically. This is excessive loading, though. Part of it is probably because we're live streaming, too. It's just being a little slow. Nice.
Spring is in the air, and Poison Ivy is looking for someone to mulch weeds or take over the world for the plants or something. She just got out of Arkham, you know. She might be a little unstable.
Right.
That's what times.
So,
Baymax, you know, the power that medic humans like me, they're getting kidnapped. And I got a feeling I'll need someone who knows.
oh, that's a real person that just jumped in there. I can move, right? Yeah. These are all real people. DC Lovers is that person's guild. So, I mean, these are all real people. You'll see. And these events bring people back and bring them out. And these are all Switch people, so, by the way. Since this, let's see what Cyborg has to say.
Time for teamwork.
Ooh, nice XP, too. As you can see, I'm level 20. This game has a level 30 cap. I'll get there eventually. I'm in no hurry. I don't play this super often, so I don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses or anything like that. What does this person have?
Yes, it is looking for parademons.
Oh, parademons. Yes. There's Rocket.
Ready to take these fools on?
Yeah. Load up on your quests. You want to grab all your quests.
Demonstrate your strength to me.
This game has kind of a... I don't know. This expansion has a bit of a frame rate issue. The game itself doesn't usually, though. And it could just be docked. I can't remember. There's like... In handheld it looks better or something. You know, it's a great port, but I'm getting a little bit of frame rate issue here. I don't know why. I think it's just because there's a lot of people here right now. I think it's a server issue. Because usually there's not like a lot of people around when I'm playing, but look at all these people. I think that's what's causing the lag. Look at this. Wow. Look at everybody. Yeah, they're all doing this event. It's great. It's got some voice acting. I mean, there's always something like this game. You know, it's a living, breathing world. So there's always like events, you know, happening like this. This is all limited time stuff. And sometimes you'll log in, nothing's going on, obviously, but it's just really special. And that shows, I think this shows a lot why this game is special. We logged in, there was an event, we popped right into it. Here we are hobnobbing with real people on their Nintendo Switches. Think about it, these people were probably laying in bed or, you know, on a couch somewhere or, you know, sitting down outside. Can you imagine that? Where is everybody? Not everybody's in front of their TV. Just a cool thing. And I really, that's, to me, this game really nails the MMO. I really think it does. It really nails the MMO on the Switch. You did a really good job. Oh, these are the vendors. Okay. I might have to come back at some point and mess with this a little bit. You can fly in this game too, which is super cool. I like to fly and then pound. You can drop out of flight and then pound to the ground. I can remember what I'm doing. How do you do that? I don't know. But anyway, that's basically this game. It's a good game, guys. I do recommend it. They even change the thumbnail once in a while. That's a nice thumbnail. I am all about the thumbnails because I'm a digital collector. That's a nice thumbnail, man. But sometimes these just, and that's just another thing. You know, a physical game doesn't dynamically change. It's always static, whereas a digital game, they'll change your thumbnail sometimes. So just another cool little thing. I know physical games overall are better. I understand that, but I'm just saying that's another cool aspect. So that's DC Universe Online. Highly recommend you download. It's free. It's 100% free. So I mean, I have some money into it, but it's really not necessary. It really isn't. Dead Cells. This game is hard. It's a lot like Metroidvania. It's compared a lot to Metroid. It is hard. I have like one run where I almost beat it, and then I didn't. Deadly Premonition Origins. This is an old school Dreamcast, I think, game. Dreamcast era game. It was remade. It was Dreamcast era. It wasn't on the Dreamcast. I think it was like early Xbox or something. This game, there's a sequel I will not be buying. The sequel, which was made just for the Switch, by the way, Deadly Premonition 2, was just a Switch game. As you can see, it's not on here. Death Road to Canada's on here, though. We're definitely going to jump into that. So what is Death Road to Canada? Well, it's kind of like Oregon Trail. Super cool game. I'll play this on occasion. I must have been playing it on my OLED because it's on here. It may be just a game that I picked. I like this game a lot. Let's see here. Friends of Doug. Friends of Dodge. Go back here. Yes. I like how it's back to the title screen. It's custom characters. Oh, I don't want to make custom characters if that's what it's asking me. I'm just doing the game. There we go. So basically this is, you know, you go down the road. It's an Oregon Trail except for with zombies. And you get food. In order to survive the Death Road, you'll need to hoard as many supplies as you can. You also need to find ways to train and grow your team. Walmart, baby! The group spots an abandoned Walmart off in the distance. It looks like it's been looted, but maybe there's some untouched loot inside. Your zombie forecast is swarm size mild, aggression sluggish, and current time late morning. Alright. Yes. I don't know what it's asking me here. Oh yeah, it's just dropping me off. So anyways, you get out. Okay, we do have some weapons. Not much to speak of, though. So really you're just trying to get stuff here, I think is mostly what you're here for. Your supplies. Like there's some supplies. Oh, okay. Don't let them kill you, man. Oh yeah, there we go. Oops. Dang it. There we go. Can I go out the back door? Absolutely I can. Oh, this is just a stock room or something. Oh, there's mad stuff in here though. Yeah. Oh, lots of gas? Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Got in the corner now though. I have to just pistol whip some zombies. Bye. Okay, we need to get out of here. Is this another side room? Oh god, no. I don't want to deal with that. It's a bathroom. Nope. Oh, we'll take this other ammo, too. This other ammo. Time for us to go, folks. This is like a real-ass Walmart parking lot, though. It's like, takes forever to get through it. Woo! Yeah, nope. Time to go. What? Start, man! So you get the idea. Then you just go on to your next. It's actually a pretty good run. Group finds a cabin in the woods with no zombies in sight. It has a wood stove, but no wood. Go to sleep. The group reaches the city as it starts to rain. The drizzle seems to rile the local zombies. Great. We're gonna go with Help Banner. I mean, neither of these options sound great. I'll be honest. Oh, that's right. You can play couch co-op. I had my wife play this with me at some point. I didn't realize you could do couch co-op on this. That might be fun. Oh my gosh. Let's jump in here. Ooh. Just destroying this furniture. It is not doing enough damage. That's better. Oof. Junk. Sad. The sucky thing too is the zombies can like follow you into rooms. Oof. Anyway, guys, you get the idea. That's Death Road to Canada. Great game. Highly recommend that. Usually you can grab that on a pretty good eShop sale. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Death Road to Canada. Defunct. Just some like cheap game. I don't remember what that is. Deltarune, that's a great game by the people who made Undertale, Chapter 1 and 2. Now, I did talk about these Deponia games in the last video because there's one that starts with a C. This is Deponia Doomsday. I bought all of these. They're pretty cheap. I might do a playthrough on those sometime, but I have not touched those. Destiny Connect. Oh my gosh, this game is so terrible. I'm sure there's a good game in there somewhere, but the graphics and the port is just so bad. Dex, another weird game. I haven't played that much. It was another one of those 99-cent ones. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Can't recommend those enough. Dicey Dungeons, another cool game. Divinity 2 Original Sin 2. PC port. Interesting RPG. Don't Die Mr. Robot DX. Of course, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Doom and Destiny, which... Okay, we'll jump into that. I don't actually know what that is. Like, it's on here, so... Maybe it was like a super small game and just found its way on here. Chillax! The story. Okay. It must actually be about people. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so it's like a little handmade RPG. So that one's kind of cool. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on these ones that I don't really know too much about. So that's that one. Doom 64, again, cool. Story of Seasons demo. I never did buy that. Double Dragon and Kuno-kun. This is awesome. If you get a chance to get a good sale on that, it's got a bunch of old Double Dragon and Kunio-kun games. Double Switch 25th anniversary featuring Corey Haim. Downwell, really fun indie game. If you can grab this for like a couple bucks, I would get it. Dragon Ball Fighter Z open beta. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Is that the real game? Nope. Light version. Dragon Ball Breakers beta. They had a bunch of betas. I didn't like any of them, but I tried them all. I like Dragon Ball. Dragon Quest Builders 2. I need to get the first one, but I put a lot of hours in that game. Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age. Highly recommend that as well. Wouldn't pay more than... I guess it's a first-party game, isn't it? Yeah, you have to pay 60 for that one, probably. I think it's published by Nintendo. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Dragon's Lair Trilogy. This is awesome. If you like Dragon's Lair. Drawful 2. I think that's one of those Jack's Party Packs solo games. Dude Stop. This is a interesting little mobile type game where you have to, like, the game just basically tortures you. Duke of Defense. Not sure. Dungeon Top. Not sure. Dynamite Fishing. Pretty cool game where you basically blow up fish. Earthworms. This is one of those 99-cent games. It's just okay. Elemental Knights R. This is another one. It's kind of like an MMO. It's not bad, but compared to something like DC Universe that we looked at earlier, it's not good. Elevator to the Moon. This game is actually fun if you can pick it up for a couple dollars. Elliot Quest. I don't really know anything about Elliot Quest. Enter the Gungeon. I played that for a long time. It is super frustrating, but also amazing. So I do have Enter the Gungeon. Escape Dude Land. This is a hand-drawn indie game. It's weird. Eternal Card Game. I think that's a free-to-play game. Exit the Gungeon, the sequel to Enter the Gungeon. Completely different vibe. I haven't really gotten into it, but I had to have it since I had this one. So, enter and exit. Extreme Racer. This is kind of like a low-budget racing game. You know, good for like a couple bucks. Eyes, the horror game. Not a horror game fan, but must have gotten a sweet deal to pick that up. Now, this one's interesting. Is the Faerun Collection. This one... I actually really like this game, and I played it quite a bit, and there was a limited run version of it that I wanted that I never ended up with. Fall Guys is free-to-play. Fallout Shelter is free-to-play. Family Chess is... You really shouldn't download it. Now, Family Feud, I do like this one. You know, where's my Family Feud fans out there? This one's actually fun to play. Farm Together, again, I actually played this one quite a bit. This is a pretty fun game as well. There was a lot of a community around this game when it first came out. I don't know if there's any community surrounding it still, but there was at first. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. This was an abomination. Avoid it. I don't know if the original game was an abomination or not, but that one ended up being pretty bad. Now this is Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 6. That's the Pixel remaster. Final Fantasy 8 remastered. I have all the other Final Fantasies in other formats, but I kind of want to get them all on Switch, but that's like a long-term goal. I have so many great games to play that it's just not like a short-term goal. Fire Emblem Engage and Fire Emblem Three Houses. I had to have both of these. Oh, Fire Emblem Engage is actually on here, so we will load that up as well. This is a good game. No, we're going to skip the update for now. I am liking this one. I haven't got a chance to really dive into it too much. It is interesting. I really like the art style. And I'm just a sucker. I mean, it's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, it kind of just draws me in with its art. And that's really kind of what got me to buy it. I wasn't going to get it, but I did already have the first one, and I'm a collector. You know, people put games on their shelf just to look at them. I put digital games in my library just to look at them. I know it sounds ridiculous. That's actually part of the reason I'm doing this series, because I'm getting all of the tiles back on my Switch so I can mindlessly stare at them. I know I have problems. Oh man, I gotta get back into this game. I don't have to do it. Maybe I need to just do this series on my Michael RPG channel. I'm barely started with this game, but I may play this after I finish up with Zelda. It'd be a good game to kind of take a break from Zelda with. I love the multicolored hair and eyes. It's so cool. It's a Fire Emblem game. You know, you can do auto battle, which is pretty cool, which I enjoy. The only problem with auto battle is sometimes, you know, the computer doesn't make the best decisions. But they got me used to auto battle with the mobile games, so I kind of go into these games with auto battle in mind. But you can kind of end up, I don't know, you can kind of end up not doing so well if in auto battle. You know, it just depends on your difficulty level too. I can't remember what difficulty level I said.
Here goes.
High difficulty level though? Oh wait. Where is auto battle out? I just wanted to auto battle. That's all I wanted to do. Thank you. So yeah, and that's the good thing is if you don't really like these early battles where there's not a lot of strategy involved, you can definitely auto battle your way through these. I think I picked where characters can die just to make it more interesting. You know, your mileage may vary on that one, obviously. You know, it's going to kind of depend on what you want to do. But that is Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is cool. Fire Emblem Engage is cool. Oh, it's downloading that. It's trying to download that update. I got to clear some space off of here when I'm off this. So that's Fire Emblem Engage. That's a cool game. I mean, I can't really say anything bad about that series. You know, strategy games aren't necessarily... I don't know what that update's about. Strategy game, maybe it's the, like, Battle Pass. DLC Pass. You know, both these games are solid. They're worth having. I'm happy they're in my collection. Fishing Universe Simulator. Kind of a silly one. I actually will probably get into trying that again just to see what it is. Flashback. This is a classic old school game. Fly O'Clock. This is like some mobile game made by the what is that? Froggy Jump people or whatever that game is. Food Truck Tycoon. This is just kind of a random food truck game. It's pretty fun actually. Forager. This game is actually really unique. It's made by somebody, one person actually. Made by somebody, I can't remember where they're from, but they weren't from America. They were from somewhere else, and this game actually like blew them up and got them, you know, I think like helped them out in life, and so I hope it did well for them. They seem like a nice person. So anyway, I played it quite a bit. It's a little too grindy for me, but I got 10 to 15 hours of enjoyment. I'd pick it up for $10. Freddy Spaghetti 1 and 2. These are silly physics games. But I do recommend them. There's something you might do if you're just, you know, don't know what else to play. That's why I love having all these options. Front Mission First Demo. I have not picked that game up yet, but it is on my list. That's why I have this demo here. My rule is I'll put the demo on. Until I play the demo, I won't buy the game. Because why would you buy it if you're not even willing to play the demo? You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Fruitcake 2 is a slot game that I just, you know, random little slot game. Kind of fun. So, we'll get on with G here. As you can see, this is the beginning of G. We will go G through J. We're going to go even one more letter. We're going to do G through J for the next video. So, I hope you'll join me then, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of GamePod, which I didn't really mention, this episode of GamePod. It is an episode of GamePod, though. But I hope you are having a great day.